Chapter 9. More on Python. Magic Carpet. Python and its features. More on Python data types. More on Python operators. More on control constructs. For loop in Python. Using in operator with for loop. Use of range function in for loop. While loop in Python. The infinite loop. Else statement with for and while loop. Python and its features. Python is an easy-to-learn and a powerful high-level interpreted programming language. It is easy to read, it takes less time to write and is portable. It was created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991. Python has two versions, Python 2 and Python 3. Python 3.x is the present and future of this programming language. All new features are added in Python 3. Python is acknowledged as one of the most suitable programming language for beginners because of the following reasons. Python can work on different platforms like Windows, Mac, Linux, etc. Python has a syntax similar to the English language that helps programmers to write programs with fewer lines as compared to some other programming languages. Python runs on an interpreter system that executes the codes as soon as they are written. Python can be used in a functional way, a procedural way, or an object-oriented way. Beginners find Python syntax to be easier to handle as they have some similarities to the English language with some influence from mathematics. It simply uses new lines to complete a command, whereas other programming languages use semicolons or parentheses, which is a complicated process for beginners. It uses indentation to specify scope of loops, functions, and classes. Other programming languages generally use different types of brackets for this purpose. You may be quite familiar with many programs that are written in Python. Let's have a glimpse of them. Google, YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, Spotify, Dropbox, Quora. More on Python data types. We have already studied about different data types available in Python in our previous classes. We have studied about sequence data types in Python. A Python sequence is an ordered collection of items where each item is indexed by an integer. The three types of sequence data types available in Python are strings, lists, and tuples. We will learn about each of them in detail in higher classes. A brief introduction to these data types is given here under. String is a group of characters. These characters may be alphabets, digits, or special characters including spaces. String values are enclosed either in single quotation marks, that is, cybermagic in single quotation, or in double quotation marks, that is, cybermagic in double quotes. The quotes are not a part of the string. They are used to mark the beginning and end of the string for the interpreter. We cannot perform numerical operations on strings even when the string contains a numeric value, as in str2. List is a sequence of items separated by commas and the items are enclosed in square brackets. Tuple is a sequence of items separated by commas and items are enclosed in parentheses. Once created, we cannot change the tuple. Set is an unordered collection of items separated by commas and the items are enclosed in curly brackets. It cannot have duplicate entries. Once created, elements of a set cannot be changed. More on Python operators. Having already studied about different types of Python operators in our previous classes, here we shall discuss in brief about membership operators in Python. The two types of membership operators are in and not in. The in operator returns true if the variable or value is found in the specified sequence and false if not found. The not in operator returns true if the variable or value is not found in the specified sequence and false if found. More on control constructs. We have already discussed about different ways of writing programs in Python. In sequential programs, Python executes one statement after another from beginning to the end of the program. We have also studied about conditional branching in Python, where we use if-else and if-elif-else statements while writing a program. In all these situations, statements are executed in an order in which they are written. This order of execution of the statements in a program is termed as flow of control, which can be implemented by using control structures, which are of two types in Python: selection and repetition. In programming, when there are various options available, the concept of decision-making or selection is implemented with the help of if-else statements. At times, there are situations that require multiple conditions to be checked because each condition may lead to different alternatives. In such cases, we use the if-elif-else statements. While writing programs, at times we may come across certain situations where we have to repeat one or more statements many times. This kind of repetition is also called iteration. Repetition of a set of statements in a program is made possible by using looping constructs or iterative statements or repetitive statements. Such statements keep on repeating themselves as long as the condition is true, and when the condition becomes false, they terminate. Iterative statements are based on three values. They are the initial value, or we can say the value at the start. For example, a equals 0. A condition for testing. For example, a is less than or equal to 7. An increase or decrease in the step value. For example, a equals a plus 1. The variable that regulates the functioning of each loop is called control variable. At the beginning of the loop, the initial value is assigned to the control variable. Then the final value is mentioned, and finally the step value of the control variable, which is either incremented or decremented by the given value at each step to reach the final value, is defined. In Python programming language, there are two types of iterative statements. They are for loop, while loop. For loop in Python. The for loop, also known as definite loop, is used when the programmer is sure about how many times a loop body shall be executed, and its functioning is based on various operators and functions. Syntax: for, variable, in, sequence, loop body, statements to be executed. Here, variable accesses each item of sequence on each iteration. Loop continues until it reaches the last item in the sequence. Flowchart of Python for loop. Enter loop, test condition, if true, body of for loop, else, using in operator with for loop. Python membership operators play a vital role in controlling the working of a loop. Out of the two membership operators, in and not in, the role played by the in operator is quite significant. The in operator is used to find out whether a given value exists in the mentioned sequence or not. If the value exists, it evaluates to true. If not, it evaluates to false. Syntax: value in, sequence. Suppose you want to check whether the number 7 is present in the given sequence of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 19. You can execute the code given here under in the example. Since the number 7 is present in the sequence, the given output is true. Let us look at another example to check if the number entered by the user is present in the given list or not. A for loop is used for iterating over a sequence, that is either a list, a tuple, or a string. With the for loop, we can execute a set of statements once for each item in a list, tuple, set, etc. Examples: program, hash, print each fruit in a fruit list. Output: pineapple, mango, plum. Program, hash, print each number in a number list. Output: 20, 40, 60. In the given examples, the following steps are involved in the execution of the for loop statement. First of all, the in operator checks the presence of the value in the list, and if it is present, it returns the value true. This value from the sequence will be assigned to the loop control variable I. The value assigned to the loop control variable I will be printed by the print statement. This process of printing values continues till the last value in the sequence is used, after which the loop terminates. Note, the for loop does not require an indexing variable to be set beforehand. Use of range function in for loop. To loop through a set of code for a specified number of times, we can use the range function. The range function returns a sequence of numbers starting from 0 by default and increments by 1 by default and ends at a specified number. The range function used with for loop in Python generates a sequence of numbers in a list form. For example, range into bracket 6 will generate a sequential list of numbers from 0 to 5, 6 numbers in a sequence. A maximum of 3 arguments can be taken by the range function. Syntax: range into bracket initial value or start, final value or stop, step value. In the above given syntax, initial value or start specifies the position to start, final value or stop specifies the end, and step value indicates the increase or decrease in values at each step. The final value is always 1 less than the last value given in the sequence. Example: program hash using the range function. Output 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the given example, the range function creates a sequence of numbers from the initial value 0 by default till the final value -1. Now, we shall explore how range function works with different numbers of arguments. Range with start and stop arguments. If we pass 2 arguments to range, it means we are passing start and stop arguments. In this case, range returns a sequence of numbers starting from start inclusive up to stop exclusive. Program hash numbers from 2 to 4, 5 is not included. Output 2, 3, 4 in square brackets. Range with start, stop and step arguments. If we pass all the 3 arguments, the first argument is start, the second argument is stop, and the third argument is step. The step argument specifies the increment between 2 numbers in the sequence. Example: program hash numbers from 2 to 10 with increment 3 between numbers. Output 2, 5, 8 in square bracket. The range function is commonly used in a for loop to iterate the loop a certain number of times. Example: program hash iterate the loop 5 times. Output 0 hello, 1 hello, 2 hello, 3 hello, 4 hello. While loop in Python. While writing a program in Python where the number of iterations is not known beforehand, while loop is used to run a specific code until a certain specified test condition is met, or we can say it evaluates to true. Syntax: initialization, while, condition in angular bracket, colon, loop body, updation. Flowchart of Python for loop. Enter loop, test condition, if true, body of for loop, else loop terminates. Let us understand the 4 main components of while loop. Initialization is used to assign an initial value to the loop control variable. For example, I equals 7. Condition or test expression is the statement that checks whether the loop body will be executed further or not. As long as the condition or test expression is true, the loop keeps on executing. The set of statements that are required to repeat or iterate are contained in the loop body. Step value is the statement that keeps on updating the loop control variable till the final value is reached and the loop gets terminated. Here, 1. A while loop evaluates the condition. 2. If the condition evaluates to true, the code inside the while loop is executed. 3. Condition is evaluated again. 4. This process continues until the condition is false. 5. When condition evaluates to false, the loop stops. Example: program program to display numbers from 1 to 7. Output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, let us understand how the program works. Variable: condition I is less than or equal to n. Action: I equals 1, n equals 7. True: 1 is printed, I is increased to 2. I equals 2, n equals 7. True: 2 is printed, I is increased to 3. I equal to 3, n equal to 7. True: 3 is printed, I is increased to 4. I equals 4, n equals 7. True: 4 is printed, I is increased to 5. I equals 5, n equals 7. True: 5 is printed, I is increased to 6. I equals 6, n equals 7. True: 6 is printed, I is increased to 7. I equals 7, n equals 7. True: 7 is printed, I is increased to 8. I equals 8, n equals 7. False. The loop is the infinite loop. We can create an infinite loop using while statement. If the condition of while loop is always true, we get an infinite loop. Its condition never becomes false. This results in a loop that never ends. Such a loop is called an infinite loop. An infinite loop might be useful in client or server programming, where the server needs to run continuously so that client programs can communicate with it as and when required. Example: an example of infinite loop. Press Ctrl+C to exit from the loop. Program: while true. Output: enter an integer 2. The double of 2 is 4. Enter an integer 3. The double of 3 is 6. Enter an integer 4. The double of 4 is 8. Enter an integer 5. The double of 5 is 10. Enter an integer 6. The double of 6 is 12. Enter an integer 7. The double of 7 is 14. Enter an integer. Trace back. Most recent call last. Above example goes on in an infinite loop and you need to use Ctrl+C to exit the program. Else statement with while loop and for loop. In Python, while writing programs, you can use an else statement with a loop statement. If the else statement is used with a while loop, the else statement is executed when the condition becomes false. The following example illustrates the combination of an else statement with a while statement that prints a number as long as it is less than 7. Otherwise, else statement gets executed. Program I is equal to 1 while I is less than 7, print I in bracket I plus equal 1, else, print I is no longer less than 7 in double quotes. Output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I is no longer less than 7. If the else statement is used with a for loop, the else statement specifies a block of code to be executed when the loop is finished. Example: print all numbers from 0 to 8 and print a message when the loop has ended. Program, output, execution is completed. Magic Scroll. Python is an easy-to-learn and a powerful high-level interpreted programming language. It is easy to read, it takes less time to write and is portable. The three types of sequence data available in Python are strings, lists, and tuples. String is a group of characters. These characters may be alphabets, digits, or special characters including spaces. We cannot perform numerical operations on strings, even when the string contains a numeric value. List is a sequence of items separated by commas and the items are enclosed in square brackets. Tuple is a sequence of items separated by commas and items are enclosed in parentheses. Once created, we cannot change the tuple. Set is an unordered collection of items separated by commas, and the items are enclosed in curly brackets. It cannot have duplicate entries. Once created, elements of a set cannot be changed. The two types of membership operators in Python are in and not in. The order of execution of the statements in a program is termed as flow of control, which can be implemented by using control structures. Python supports two types of control structures, selection and repetition. While writing programs, at times we may come across certain situations where we have to repeat one or more statements many times. This kind of repetition is also called iteration. Repetition of a set of statements in a program is made possible by using looping constructs or iterative statements or repetitive statements. The variable that regulates the functioning of each loop is called control variable. In Python programming language, there are two types of iterative statements. They are for loop and while loop. Python membership operators play a vital role in controlling the working of a loop. Out of the two membership operators, in and not in, the role played by the in operator is quite significant. To loop through a set of code for a specified number of times, we can use the range function. The range function used with for loop in Python generates a sequence of numbers in a list form. While writing a program in Python where the number of iterations is not known beforehand, while loop is used to run a specific code until a certain specified test condition is met, or we can say it evaluates to true. If the condition of while loop is always true, we get an infinite loop. Its condition never becomes false. This results in a loop that never ends. If the else statement is used with a while loop, the else statement is executed when the condition becomes false. A. Put a tick on the correct